Why not? Okay, let's start with you. Usually we start with you, the first sign. Let's talk about Aquarius, Pluto for the next 21 years or so, right? Very interesting resource. It is now 2023. Welcome. If you're watching somewhere in 2030, 2040, wow. Hi. This is back in the day. This is back in 2023 when things were so different. Very, very much so. So, okay, Aries, you don't need it now. Consider how you would do things later on in time, but also not just you, like your whole people, like safety first. Seriously, this is gonna be a very grueling time of big world events, obviously, and it's going to be a very, very sad time for some of us if we're just flying away and doing whatever we want. I want to draw the picture for me. I want to wear this shirt for me. I want to be here for me. So like, I want to be here for me, and nobody else starts to hurt. Anything that you're doing that is just for you, and that is to get you to notice you and feel you, is going to be very, very hard. Also, the flurry of people and presence and information is going to get boring. So quite a lot of Aries are now like, yeah, I'm in. You want to go? I want to go. Like, let's get there. And then eventually starts to really get crazy and unexciting. So the worst thing that can happen is you can get older. You can get old. Boredom makes you bored. And boredom is the way that people just get soggy and weird and old. Don't get old. Has a lot to do with maybe certain type of counseling that you might need. Some people might bombard themselves with religious or altruistic literature. Some people in Aries, like ascendant especially, might like not go there but go here because everybody says it's better. Like they get really blessed also. People can raise you and bring you up, but did you really see that? Like, say, you might not be able to see the telltale signs of chaos. Like, is that an airplane in the sky? No, forget it. Oh shit, there's an airplane in the sky. Too late. So that's the thing basically, is don't dismiss the little details. When somebody nudges you, don't get old, don't get sleepy, don't get dozy, like, oh, I'm dozing off. I'm so safe now. For example, I'm in a Christian community. I feel so safe. Whoa, fuck, is that an airplane in the sky? Sorry, that's not, no more, don't do it anymore. So it's very important not to get too intense in any kind of community building, because there's a docile feeling that most people might get when they're next to each other. They're like, we're together, right? We're partners, right? Yeah. And then like nobody really wants to know anymore or to grow anymore. People get complacent. If you're in the job, always look for another job. Always, every day. If you're doing something, don't be like, I get paid, I'm done. This is me for the next, I don't know. Don't plan, basically. Don't plant a seed and think that is going to grow and feed me and my children and my children's children for the next 70 years. That's not going to probably be the case. Like, plant a seed and let it go. Make a choice and that's it. Like, sometimes it's going to be 5 or 6 days and your whole life might be like and crumble and might crack under pressure of life itself. Life will crack under pressure of life itself, unless you really want to get to know people that are living in the heartbeat in the moment. Pluto is really awesome. Not many people know this or care to see it, but I actually truly believe that Pluto is the secondary or partial ruler of Leo. Why am I saying that? Because the heart needs that. Because Leo is the heart, what needs to happen is this pulse, and what makes this pulse happen is Pluto. Pluto is going to always help you if you are between things and never in the center. Yeah, after you say, hey, it's me here on the billboard, I'm big now, I did it, look at this is irrefutable truth. It's never the truth. Pluto doesn't like to be in the center. It's too obvious and it starts to get too negative and it gets shitty with you. So what I mean is, like, Pluto doesn't like it when we think too much of ourselves, when we think that we've done well, when we think we got the job, we got the guy, we got the payout. Nothing to worry about. It's never nothing to worry about. Aha, it's in between. And yeah, Pluto rules, of course, Scorpio, the psycho. I'm sorry, Scorpio. I have a lot of Scorpio. Hi. And yes, also some Aries aspects, haha, haha. So like, that's the thing, no judgment. So being in between the lines and not thinking of things too critically and not making a mistake of putting everything on the line. Like, for example, I'm going to immigrate over there. I'm going to take all my money with me. I'm going to take all my life with me. Don't make that decision. Please stay between. It's good to have different people in different places in the world. Although Aries is really awesome when it just makes itself the one thing and doesn't want to do anything else but the one thing. It gives you awesome power, but it's too much and too many things can go wrong. So for example, this is the irony. It's like, I've put my life on the line, and that's where you went wrong. So some of the time, Aries might actually put themselves wrong by not witnessing other things. So the idea is basically to have your senses open. You know, to have all of the body, like all the senses completely open, all the tissues open. It's like, what the hell? What's this? What's the smell? What's this? What's this? What's that? What did you say something? Try to, it's not about being paranoid, just try to get sentimental and energetically open about curious things, you know. So it's curiosity, it's about progress. It's about progressing, and don't get caught in anybody else's eyes, you know. It's you I've been waiting for. Truly. Definitely you. There's going to be a lot of that floating around in the 2030s, especially. It's going to be people who are like, you are my love. You are my lover. Yes, you, really. Come clean about that now. Maybe already inside of you there is something a bit more than that. So maybe you are actually not looking to be the apple of someone's eye. On the more intellectual maybe side of you, or the more profound or pristine side, you probably don't even care anymore. But unfortunately, very easy caught up in marriages, cycles with people that are like draining you and drinking your blood. Basically, it's like, this person I met online and we've been chatting for 7 years and we never met, and turns out that this person doesn't actually exist, or they have a family and they're just basically being humoring you and themselves. Maybe there is something like that going on. So please understand, it's very important to be kind and to be safe, and not to get those people invited into your life. Don't have those people invited into your life. People that tell you how good you are, people that tell you how hopeful you are and how much they really, really wished, especially for you, to happen in their life, because or when they actually have any pressure on them, they might not be able to handle it. It's like, if should that person ever step through your door, they probably wouldn't actually be able to last. So long haul romances, although they can be very healing for us people, they can sometimes be like, cut it off. So when I'm saying this, like, to not try to humiliate you guys, because I do understand the internet world is partially built the way to suck you in and drain your blood. Sorry, partially built to make you uncomfortable unless you are participating in it. And yes, I do definitely understand. It's not just the internet. Long haul, long-term relationships made with ephemeral, imaginative, imaginary people. Like, for example, being in love with a celebrity, being in love with a movie series, Netflix. Netflix is going to live till the 2050s. My God, it's going to be such a long career for Netflix. It's never going to. It's just is going to be there. Netflix, imagine, still pumping away. So like, that's the thing. It's like, it's really important not to be there for people that are doing things to you or for you. Also, for example, not to be on a hospital bed, because you might not be able to get up from that bed. Not to be in the gaze of another, not to be like, I'm so swayed, I'm so afraid, if I ever lose you, I don't know what I'll do. So all of this kind of stuff has to stop, and people have to start to respect you. And sometimes they won't, unless you are a true person. I'm going to get up, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to try this out, even if it's really rustic, even if you are out of touch with reality. Even if you like doing something silly, like wearing a cowboy hat, you have like a fake freaking, I don't know, like seriously, like a head of a fake, obviously, don't go too far, like a fake donkey or a horse on a stick, and you walking around town pretending to like ride this horse. Even if you are that out of touch with time, even if you are a mad person, even if you are an old man in a G-string sitting in Times Square, like playing the lute, I don't know, even if you are a very, very crazy person, if you are even a crazy person, it's gonna still work out, even if you're really, really crazy, because nobody really wants you to just give in. Nobody's gonna be there for you, even if you're like the best dressed, most well presented person, you're like docile, you're like, church again, yeah, I'll go to church, yeah, we're going, yeah, okay. If you're a docile Aries, nobody's going to waste any time on you, even if you did the best. So you got to get into the crazy, not just the crazy, into individuality, unleash the beast. I have a book. It's called Unleash the Beast, It's about basically coming to terms with your anger and psychosis and not feeling wrong anymore for anything that you've done, and just feeling blessed because you're just like, in a way, not necessarily an animal. You're just like us. You're just still getting to know yourself, which is actually a beautiful thing. You're still learning here. If you are still learning, if you're still exploring, you're probably going to get quite a lot of money. But it's going to be hard for some people to understand that's good enough. It's how we heal. We love a real individual, even if they're really effed up, even if they do a lot of drugs, even if they're not so good. It is okay that you have yourself like this. And if you are a boring person, but you have like a little quirk and your character's a little whimsical and you're a little weird, maybe you won't get the center stage during this time, like in 2026. My God. Who's getting the center stage? The freak show. The freak show. Not just that, the people that are really burning for themselves. If you're not that person, if you are more on the safer side of Aries, it's going to really teach you a lesson to just let go and just be exactly who you are, which might actually be sometimes a really freaky person. I don't want the world to know that I'm jealous. I don't want anybody to see me cry. I don't want anybody to know that I've got like issues in my stomach. I don't want anybody to know that, like, say, I had an abortion. I don't want anybody to. Nobody wants you any other way than how you are. So if you like, your self-esteem has to come from your truth and originality, and has to start to come out now. So it's like, yeah, sure, you guys. Yeah, like that happened. Like I had sex with a guy or something, or like I made lots of friends and then lost them all. Like, be okay with your loss and how it looks in front of other people. And then eventually, 2026, la-di-da-di-da, is going to start to get really small, what you thought you knew. And then until about 2037, we have a huge process of decay, disintegration, and total loss for a lot of people. And then for some of people, we have huge findings, but at a cost. It's like, but you got to let go. So that cycle of deaths and rebirths that we call reincarnation can be done in one lifetime. Huh. Hola, you need me now? You like it? You like it? Okay. Yes, obviously. Okay, sorry. Okay, so basically what we have to do now is understand that you don't have to make the same patterns again and again till you get kind of tired and old, and you know, and eventually, wow, look, I'm doing this again and I'm getting, oh, whoa, no, stay awake, stay awake. You can be awake today. You can be that person today. Basically, I'm not trying to raise you on some kind of a hyper-spiritual, universal, futuristic, alien technology type of mission. I'm not trying to give you that. You don't need that. I'm just saying that you can kind of live many lives in the one skin. So to be more pragmatic and more grounded in my information, I'll just say it like this, like, okay, people are starting to get it. It's like, I never had to have this reality. This reality also, like, I don't want to, like, say, live in the one village and follow the one suit, or I don't want to be part of the same cycles. The circles, I just don't want to. And people have to make alterations. It's like, yeah, I'm going to let go of all this, like taking off clothes. It's like, if you can imagine, it's like being rebirthed into the same body again and again. It's like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to be like that. Or like, I'm going to, for example, be a prophet. You go try to be a prophet. It's like, ah, that sucks. Like, I'm going to shed that as well. I'm going to be a forest dweller. Okay, great, awesome. You tried that? No, F that. I don't like that. I want to be the person in the city that's helping teenagers survive. No, actually, no, I don't want that. I want to be the person in the middle of the countryside raising sheep. Actually, yeah, no, actually, it's actually okay. That's actually okay. And then, like, eventually you might find your place like that. So, like, the whole idea of life itself changes. So it's like lots of clothes, lots of identities, lots of trauma, lots of information as well. So most people, many of us, like, we don't really want to do that. We don't want to be that, but we'll have to. Don't count on anything. It's like, oh my gosh, I had to walk away from that. I had to change my light. I had to change my energy. I had to change my feelings. I had to change my thoughts. So many times to inevitably just get here. And it could be a very, very big place that you get to. It's just not important to count on it and not to ask your father or mother or anybody, what is the big place? Some people say it's the stage of a theater. Some people say it's inside somebody else's bed. Some people say that place is, you know, driving a car around the country. Some people say it's being a pastor at a church. Different people say different things, and maybe not all of it is real. So basically it's about having your own genetic, having your own truth, having your own fortune, having your own light, having your own bills, paying your own bills, knowing yourself, and trying to get things right. And in a way, yeah, not everybody, but some people are going to have to start distilling a character. And what did I come to? What did like thousands of years of evolution come to in me? Why did I appear? How come? What am I? What kind of person am I? Who am I? And then that eventually gets really drunk and weird for some people. So in the 2040s, we're already going to prepare. We're going to inevitably come to Pluto going through Pisces. So in 2044, it's going to already start to go there. And then it's going to start to get really, really youthful and beautiful and safe and fragile. And some people are going to keep the place that they found, and some people are not. It's going to be a very, very hard life. Okay, and some people's places in some countries in the world, wow, it's going to be magnificently also dangerous. So the way that I'm basically trying to say is that we have to be fluid, and we have to, before Pluto goes into Pisces, we have to get kind of fragile and knowing and young and savory and curious and colorful and feeling before we go into this very, very stagnant time for some of us. And it's going to be very beautiful. I think that's what some people have become. But for a lot of us, we're going to ask, oh, why am I wearing this collar on my neck? Why am I still wearing this thing on my head? Why am I wearing this thing on my head? And it could be like a crown or a wig or plastic surgery, you know, like a lot of body modification. I don't know, like too much muscle, too much faith, too many thoughts, too many worlds, too many beginnings, you know, not enough real thought in the moment, not enough freedom. And then I think eventually, yeah, quite a lot of people will have to, yeah, question life probably before anything really big happens. Towards the 2050s, we have to be very, very, very hardcore as to what we are going to eventually be by the end of this process. You know, so it's like, I am the hunter, or like, I am the magic. I am the magic. You know, I am a magic person. You know, even in the clothes of a corporate worker that I was, you know, even in the clothes of a showgirl, which I was, you know, even in the clothes of a housewife, which I was. Even in the clothes of the traveler, which I was, even in the clothes of a refugee, which I was, even in the clothes of a mother, which I was, even in the clothes of a servant, which I was, even in the clothes of I don't know, of a holy woman, which I was, even in the clothes of an old woman, which I was, even in the clothes of what is there next. You know, all of that, you can bypass all of it too. So that's what it is, you know. It's not necessarily all outfits, but yeah, try not to buy anything anymore. Don't buy into anything. It's just whatever. And all the karma is gone. Like, if you want, you can just basically believe it. It's like, you are here. And that's basically the future. And it always has. And it always will be. So that's all I got to say to you. And I hope it wasn't too brainiac for you. And if you like, you can also see me for a session. I'll probably be still around till I'll be around. I'll be around through the transit probably the next 20, 21 years, 20 years. Okay, cool. I'll probably be still around. So have a look online at media. Yes, and have a look at my books, existing literature and such. And I will see you with another show and tell. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.